What's going on, YouTube? Burkhart Miltech here. My last video, I said I was getting a knife in the mail. Well, I got it in a couple of days ago, and was waiting for a more sunny day to show it off because I had to do a little bit of work to it. They usually come hair shaving sharp, but this one didn't. So I shaved it up and stuff, and then a couple of days went by where I'd have time to make a video about it. But what you see in front of you is some of the knives that I own. Some of these are my personal collection that I don't use, and some of them I do use, some more than others. But what do they all have in common? They're all tactical / military / outdoor type knives, right? Ranging from really thick blades, like LMF2 there, which is 1/4 of an inch thick, and the BK2 there, 1/4 of an inch thick. And then you got some here that are just your normal 1/8 of an inch thick, like the K-bar there, the K-bar fighting knife. Sorry if I'm hard to hear. My son's asleep in the next room, and I'm here alone with him. But anyways, my last video I said I wanted to get a more outdoorsy knife that didn't scream military or tactical as much, because you know the BK2 is could be a good outdoor knife, and the BK9 is a good chopper and all that, but they still kind of scream tactical and stuff. And probably my favorite one on the table here is the BK2. It's not meant for fine work like feather sticks and stuff, though you can, but I used the BK2 the most with making fires, and it's what I've used to make fire when everything was wet right after rain. So it can be used for that. But this is what I got in the mail. That right there is a Mora 511 basic, and it's the 2018 limited edition. And it looks like a toy compared to the rest, doesn't it? The bright handle and whatnot. You can get them in a multitude of colors. You can get them in OD and you know, more muted earthy tones, or you can get them in flamboyant colors, bright pinks, and you know. I decided to get this one because I drop it, I could find it even in the dark. I mean, it's that bright orange handle. But yeah, I didn't want it to scream tactical or military. Now, this one's just under a 4-inch blade. It's a really thin blade. I don't remember what it is. I think they 3 millimeters thick. But this one's the carbon steel one. The Mora 546 is a stainless version of it. Like I said, usually these come shaving sharp. This one didn't, though. So I made it shaving sharp. It's a Scandinavian grind. I wanted to try to learn more traditional stuff, you know. Like, let's see. Like I said, I made fire with this one here, the BK2, when everything's soaked. You know, I kind of got fire making down, but I want to be able to do feather sticks, really fine feather sticks. Try stuff like that, more bushcrafty type stuff, and not just survival campy stuff. I want to be able to sit down, make some feather sticks, or play around with making various types of notches other than what you'd use for making tent stakes. What is it? The 7-notch, the figure 7 notch or whatnot. Making my own cordage, playing around with that kind of stuff. So I got this little knife, and it's the cheapest knife out of anything on this table here. I think I got this, I think it was under $10 after shipping. The carbon steel in this, I think it was 100C, or if I remember correctly, which is very comparable to 1095 carbon, which is what that's made out of. Your traditional K-bar fighting knife, the BK2 and the BK9. And I believe the Ontario ASEC here, which is the most expensive knife on the table here, is made from 1095 as well. But it's a Mora, made in Sweden. Mora of Sweden. I don't know if I can get that to focus on. Yeah, made in Sweden. Carbon steel. It's not like your other Chinese knives that are $4.40 stainless that you get for $5, $10, or even $20. This one, very good quality. Even some of the more experienced bushcrafty type people that you find on YouTube talk highly about this. So I got it to check it out. Can't wait to play around with it. I might wait for another day to actually get footage of me using it. Here in Tennessee, Chattanooga, it seems like it's been raining for like a month. And today's the first sunny day in a long while. So yeah, that Scandi blade, I've already tested it out on a piece of fat wood. It does feather better than any of these on the table here, just because of the size of the blade being shorter. And then it just having that grind right there, that Scandi grind. But let's see. Let's give it a size comparison. There's one everyone should know. I recommend it. You can see it's gotten some use on it. The LMF2 here. That's the size comparison. I think this is just above 4-inch blade, right? Not or whatnot, but this one might be a better one to compare it to the K-bar fighting knife. That one might be a better one. That one's probably more known in the knife community. But yeah, it's because of the blade length. It's got good control with wood, and that grind just makes it feather much better than any of these other knives on the table here. Complete flat edge on it as well. You know, no serrations like on the ASEC or anything like that. You don't gotta fight with that. I'll have a link to one of these in the description if you want to pick one up. You can go and watch other videos on people using them. They hold up pretty good for a knife that's only 3/4 tang. Somewhere around in here. From what I've seen, that's another thing that aided me in my decision to buy this, because I thought about getting the Condor bush lore, which would be about a $30 knife, $35 knife, and this one's just 10. So I'll pick up a Condor one day, but for now I'll play around with this one. This steel is harder than the Condor steel. This one's 10. This is comparable to 1095. The Condor is 1075, so this one would have a little bit better edge retention, I'm thinking. But I won't be able to put this color scheme in the link for it. But it's the same thing. It's just a color scheme that's different than the other 511s. And if you do decide to pick one of these up, a little bit of the proceeds go to me. As always, thank you for watching. And I hope to see you around. Burkhart Milltack signing off.